Hello. Welcome, everyone. It's nice to be here again. I want to let you all know that I'm honored to be here with you. We could be in a lot of different places. And right now in Durango, there's a pro rodeo happening. We could all be at the pro rodeo. We could be, have our political geekness going on and be watching the Democratic debates with all 20, there might even be 20 plus candidates. We could be watching Seinfeld and just having a good laugh. But I feel honored to be able to meet in this way. To share the opportunity of Sangha, to connect more deeply, heart to heart. The world needs more of this. We need more of this here on planet Earth. I woke up this morning and I just felt like I was hit by a truck. I all of a sudden have, really bad allergies. I live in these big, tall ponderosa pines, and it must be pollen season, and they're, they're having their way. And so, when we have a practice, we develop this backbone. When we meet with consistency, it builds something within you, a profound sense of strength. And all week long, I meet with people, and oftentimes there's a lot of suffering there, a lot of confusion, a lot of pain. And it's nice, to remind people that what we are, we're spiritual warriors, we're divine beings. We're goddesses and holy men. It's very easy to forget this truth. Very easy to forget this truth. Especially in this world. Where there's so much confusion, there's so much distraction, there's so much entertainment. But when we have this basic truth, when we know who and what we are, when we know what our life is about, even if you haven't fully realized your absolute nature and the depth of your being, when we practice together, you get glimpses of this. I was speaking with Butch earlier today, and he was telling me he just connected with one of the meditations on YouTube. And then for a day or two after that, he just felt deeply and profoundly connected with his highest truth. He felt in alignment with grace. He felt in alignment with his true nature, his holiness. So this is what happens when we continue to show up and make our life. Make our life a spiritual life, a life of service, a life of kindness and compassion, a life of meditation and going inward. One of the things that I found on the path is if we're stagnating, anywhere on the path, it's good to mix it up. It's good to have an integral approach to meditation where we practice mindfulness, we're opening to our non-dual nature, we're resting in being. But if there's a deadness or numbness in the body, it's important that we do some yoga, that we're outside and we're exercising. If we're soaring to great heights in the realm of meditation, but, in our relationships, we're fighting and struggling. From a non-dual perspective, everything is one, everything is a reflection of the one. And so it's important to be open to be growing, to be awake, aware, alive in every aspect of your life. And meditation is a beautiful primer for that, because we're waking up to our energetic body. We're waking up to the 7 chakra centers. We're silently witnessing our psychological nature, perhaps our wounded nature, our jaded nature, our rebellious nature. And we're dedicating each day, a portion of time just to work with this, to sit with this. But not just in a psychological way. We're opening to our highest first and foremost. This is what meditation is. We open to our highest. We open to that which is good and pure and radiant and silent. And then from this space of love, we may simply rest in being, or we may notice places in our life where we could be more kind, where we're holding on too tightly or tensely. And so then we let go. We let go. And so I invite you all to close your eyes if you haven't already. And we're just going to take some deep breaths together. Breathing in and breathing out. And I invite you all just to allow awareness to take the backward step, to step back towards the back of the skull, and just begin to notice what it feels like when we unhook from the prefrontal cortex, when we unhook from the thinking mind, that forehead area, and bring awareness back. Just notice how immediately you begin to feel more silent and spacious. Even as you're breathing in, you can imagine you're drawing awareness backwards. Again, out of the forehead area, which is where waking consciousness tends to live or be. We're drawing awareness back, deep, deep into the space of the third eye, into the space of the mind, back toward the back of the skull. Even if you just get to the center of the third eye area, 3 or 4 inches inward, you notice this depth of silence. And so we're just breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the silence, experiencing the silence. Giving yourself full permission just to let go. Allow awareness to deepen with the sound of the bell. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. Opening into the supreme silence of your being. With your eyes closed, you have awareness of this awake, yet radiant darkness. Just feeling yourself held the same way a star is held in the darkness and the emptiness of the universe. So breathing in, breathing out. Noticing there's something here. Just awake, alive, luminous. And I invite you not to fight with your mind, not to fight with your experience. So if you feel blissful, beautiful, luminous, beautiful, silent, beautiful. If there's agitation or depression or heaviness or stress in the body, I invite you to notice this silence is big enough to receive it all. To receive it all. So yes, we're breathing in, breathing out. We're becoming awake, becoming aware. That our presence is radiant, is luminous, is vibrant and silent. This is what the Buddha called your original nature. It's universally good, and pure and holy. Despite the thinking mind, despite the egoic nature. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Just inviting the entire body to relax in this presence. We'll gently go through the body, making sure the body is deeply relaxed. So I invite you to relax your jaw, your throat, your shoulders, the arms, the hands. Just inviting it all to melt. To melt. Allowing the spine to be straight. Strong. Yet deeply relaxed. Noticing all those muscles in the neck, the chest, the shoulders. We're inviting these to relax. When the body is relaxed, it radiates luminosity. It's easy to get in touch with the 7 chakras. Experience your open-heartedness, your divinity. When the body is tight and tense, it's fighting with itself or it's fighting with the outside world. So we're just welcoming the body into a state of total relaxation. Each inhale, each exhale. Melting more and more fully. Into your true divine nature. So breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing the heart, the emotional nature. Letting go of any fight. Any struggle. So breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing and awakening the solar plexus, the upper belly, and yes, just breathing in, breathing out, receiving what's here. Allowing awareness to wake up more deeply and fully in the Hara center, the 2nd chakra, the lower belly, feeling a quiet, yet profound sense of power in the belly. And again, just acknowledging, I'm a goddess. I'm a holy man, a spiritual warrior. Feeling this quiet sense of strength, nobility. Just breathing, letting go a little bit more deeply in the belly. Often we have an unconscious grip in the belly. Fight with life. Sense of despair. Giving ourselves permission. Just to let go of this. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Deeply relaxing. Pelvis, pelvic floor, the inner thighs, hamstrings. Feeling a sense of rootedness in the feet, the legs, the pelvis. Again, this quiet strength, this quiet nobility. We're resting, feeling, experiencing our most essential nature. Even quietly smiling with the realization, I am good. I am divine. I am luminous. Luminous. And so can you feel the whole central channel, the spine, the pelvis, root chakra, the heart, the solar plexus, the heart, throat chakra, the third eye, the crown, awake, aware, luminous. You are not that thinking mind. The thoughts come and go, the emotions come and go. The mind states, the feelings, the sensations, the depression, anger, excitement. All of it comes and goes. Within this space of radiant luminosity. What you are is eternal. So breathing in, breathing out. Simply noticing that this luminosity that you are is sane. It's clear, it's quiet. It's brilliant. So we're feeling the luminosity of the central channel, the spine, the 7 chakra centers. As you bring awareness there, you may notice this channel of bliss lighting up. In the same way you would smile when you see an old friend. That's your nature. Your nature lights up. Your nature lights up. As you begin to recognize yourself. And so breathing in, breathing out. And feeling. Experiencing all 7 chakras. Awake, alive, luminous. And of course, if there's any place within your consciousness which is busy, which is stuck, which has just arrived, come here fully. Put the day down. Put your struggle down. Open your hearts to the beauty of your own being. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. Anything within you which is struggling, be kind. Be loving. Be gentle with the struggle. Be gentle with your human self. How you let go more and more deeply into your divinity. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. And again, if you find yourself stuck in your head, or feeling into the central channel, just noticing this gentle stream of bliss, radiance, luminosity. Flowing through us. For your nature is bliss. Your nature is silence. Your nature is freedom. So from this space of openness, with full awareness throughout the body, throughout the 7 chakras, I invite you to direct your awareness to your crown chakra. And imagine a bowl there with a lotus flower, which is receiving this grace from above. Receiving the grace of the Divine Mother. Mother, will you come into me? Will you flood us with your light, your love, your luminosity? Will you bless us with something greater? Will you take away our pain, our struggle, our depression, our despair? I give my life to you, Mother. So in order to receive this descent of grace, you must adopt a humble and receptive attitude, a willingness to receive. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Welcoming this descent of grace down through the crown chakra to the space of the third eye. You may notice the luminosity, brilliance intensifying. The space of the third eye, the head. Where we are experiencing a greater emptiness and brilliance. Relaxing your throat chakra a little more fully. Gently welcoming this grace down into the heart chakra, the chest, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Divine Mother, compassion on the universe. Have your way with us. Flood us with that which is holy. which is divine. So you're feeling your presence, being flooded by this descent of grace. You may notice as it comes into you, you may feel a little bit disoriented, or you may start to feel really hot or warm inside. As this burning light descends. And whatever you have that you struggle with, whether it's depression or sadness or anger, complacency, despair, avoidance, let us just throw this as an offering into the divine fire. Giving ourselves permission to let go that which is obsolete. Aurobindo Jyoti, Dani Pedum Kardanai, vast grace light, welcoming this grace. For some of you who are accustomed to meditating only in the space of the mind, I encourage you this moment to make sure you're including your heart, your belly, your pelvis, your legs, your feet, the spine, the crown, head to toe. You are open and receptive. Breathing in, breathing out. Open, receptive. Feeling this grace. flooding you. Alruperun Jyoti. Dani Perun Kardanai. Vast grace light. Feeling this grace. It's a raining light. Throughout your being. For some of you, it may be very subtle. Excuse me. And for others, it may be more intense. It started to get quite hot as you sit in this light. Light which burns up old karma, old pain. Bringing forth a new way of being. Which is happy, which is joyful. Holiness is the resting state. Again, I invite you all to relax a little bit more deeply, especially in the hara, the solar plexus, just breathing in, breathing out. We're breathing, feeling, letting go. You know, all 7 chakra centers lit up. Just relaxing more and more deeply. I invite everyone present to take a couple more deep, full breaths, opening the heart more fully, letting go of any tension around the heart. The Divine Mother has a message for you. I am here for you. I love you so much. Eternally. Open your hearts to me. Receive my gifts, my presence, my embrace. You're not alone in this world. I see your struggle. I see your pain. I acknowledge your divinity. For you are made in the image and likeness of my presence. I invite you all just to open your hearts more fully and receive this. The Divine Mother is here for you individually, for you specifically. She sees you, she loves you. Let her support you. Let this silent grace enter your being and flood you. Flood you from head to toe. You do not have to do this life alone. There's great support here. Open your crown. Open your heart. Open your minds. Receive this love. Breathing in, breathing out. Inviting this grace. Fully into the body. Making the mind silent and peaceful. The emotional nature, radiant, blissful, joyful. The physical nature, deeply relaxed, radiant with light. Deeply relaxed. Radiant with light. Yes, breathing in. Breathing out, feeling what's here. letting go. Completely, fully. To the quiet radiance of your being. So I invite you all to bring awareness to your heart, to see yourself as a conduit of this grace, shining out in every direction, blessing the criminals, the politicians, those who are confused, those who are struggling, our global leaders, those who are in places of overwhelming power and influence, those who are peasants and struggling in utter poverty, everyone in between. May this light bless this planet, bless all beings, all species, the sky, the air, the oceans, the cities, the rainforest, mountains, the streams. May we all live in greater unity, greater love, greater alignment with the laws and respect for nature. May we live in alignment with your highest will, Lord, your highest truth, your highest love. May we be a force of compassion here on planet Earth. And each of you individually, if you have a specific pain or struggle, if there's someone in your life who's deeply hurting, I invite you to lift them up, lift your struggle up to God. Say, Lord, I give this to you. Bless it with light, with grace, with love, with healing. Show us another way to live, a greater way to live. This is our ongoing prayer. With that, I invite you just to take a couple more deep, full breaths. Just feeling the radiance, the goodness. The absolute love of your heart. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Yes. So nice to be here with you all. It truly is. You know, one of the themes that I've seen coming forward this week, just in the teaching and the transmission, it was this gentle reminder that we're not here just to be, lost human beings. We're not here to be dogs, chasing their tails. We're here to be spiritual warriors, goddesses and holy men, holy women. And this is our job. And this is a difficult planet. This is a difficult incarnation. It's not like heaven where everything's simple and taken care of. For some of us, we struggle with physical issues, like our bellies, our digestion, our aches and pains in the body. For others, it's mental and emotional turmoil, heartache, despair. And it's easy to get lost in what the Buddha called mind states, when these waves of heaviness, difficulty. And even this moment, I'm having a lot of difficulty with my body. But I don't forget what I am. I don't forget that I'm a holy man. That what I am most fundamentally, in my essence, is a divine being. And there are times of the day when, I act silly, I joke, I mess around, or I'm just a father or a friend, or just a guy walking a dog, or working on a motorcycle, or whatever it is. But at the core of our being is this absolute divinity. And to incarnate into this world, you must be a spiritual warrior. And in order to be, a true bodhisattva, you must love yourself fully first. You must be kind to yourself. Have total faith in your absolute divinity. And never give up. It's easy to be lost in darkness here on planet Earth. I encourage you to never give up. And for a long time, my teacher, just gave me this mantra that just said, forward. That's all it was. Forward. Forward to God. We're not hanging out in our habitual nature. We're walking forward in our truth. And so good to see you all. I'd like everyone just to smile at Mr. David Ross in New York City. Just send him some love. I think this is maybe his first time sitting with us. And so, David, we welcome you back. And, whether you come every week or just pop in every now and then, it's an open door here. An open door. So it's so good to sit with you all. And I'll see you all Sunday night and again next week, next Wednesday night. May peace be with you all and have a good night. And those of you in Australia, good morning. Bye-bye.